Hey everybody, it's Ed. Okay, so yesterday I did my video on my sealed to revealed of the special limited edition MFSL original master recording, Blue Hawaii. So I opened it up, I did a video, and now I have listened to it. Actually, I listened to it when I opened it up. And then I listened to it again right before I made this video, because I really wanted to see if I could pick up on any little pithy nuances that I maybe didn't get the first time that I listened to it. However, this is what I can say, because I did get some comments and people wanted to know, well, Ed, how does it sound? It sounds great. I thought it sounded really good. Very smooth, very quiet. It was a pleasure to listen to, I have to say. My only gripe, but it really isn't a gripe, is because it's on 45 RPM, there are only 3 or 4 songs per side. So first side has 4 songs, then the second side has 3, side 3 has 4 songs, and then side 4 has 3. So it's shorter playing time as far as being able to sit, or if you're doing something, you have to get back to the turntable quicker. If you don't have an automatic turntable, it doesn't stop. Mine doesn't. But anyway, yeah, so regardless, other than that, though, the sound quality on this, I thought was, what's the word? I'll go with superb. It was superb. The sound was great. Now, this is not a pure analog mastering or mix or whatever you want to call it. It goes from an analog master to DSD to analog, which is, of course, the record. So there is a digital step in this process. But I got to be honest with you guys, I don't consider myself an audiophile, in the sense that I can tell if something has been done with pure analog as opposed to, mixing with digital, or pure digital for that matter. I don't have bionic hearing. I don't really pick up on those differences. If they are there, maybe, if somebody taught me how to discern between, hearing what I'm hearing on analog as opposed to what I'm hearing on digital. Because as much as I love listening to records and original masters and things like that, especially on the Elvis LPs, the original pressings of those, because subsequent later pressings on CD may have different masterings. They may not be the same exact thing that we got back in the day when they were initially released. But my point being is that, with the exception if there is a different mastering, for the most part, I without a pop or a click or something like that, of course, then you're listening to a vinyl. But even though you're listening to something on vinyl, doesn't necessarily mean it's a pure analog production. So there could be mixing of digital in there as well. But anyway, where am I going with this? I don't know. I'm babbling. I guess really what I'm trying to say is, like I said, I don't have bionic hearing. I don't consider myself to be an audiophile, but I know what I think sounds good, and I know what I think doesn't sound good. And I got to be honest with you, this sounds better than good. This sounded superb. So I know that some of you had left a comment saying, "Oh, Ed, I'm on the fence. I don't know if I want to get this." Well, I mean, if you're already on the fence about it, I would say then jump off and go and get it, because I can't really imagine that you would be disappointed with it. Again, though, if you are one of those audiophiles who is purely analog and feels that the digital step taints it, then then don't buy it. But I really think it sounds absolutely superb. So again, I'm going to stick with superb. All right, but I did do my last video on the sealed to revealed, and as far as the pressing itself on the vinyl and everything else, the vinyl was so immaculate. It was super clean. I mean, obviously, I think quality control means something for this company. I don't really buy much from them, but the few releases that I do have been spectacular as far as quality control. The vinyls were immaculate. They were clean. They are flat. They were shiny, polished, not a scuff, nothing. It was beautiful to see, and nice to know that there are companies that still care about quality control. So again, very few and far between that I get these, but so far I have yet to have a bad experience with any of their vinyl. So I'm gonna give this good praise. I definitely think it's worth listening to, and that's pretty much all I have. I'm not going to compare it to an original. I'm not going to compare it to the CDs because, again, this is its own thing. Apparently, allegedly, it's from the original master tape, but I don't even know if they use the original master tape anymore. I believe that's even digital, but again, I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know, but whatever. So, if you are on the fence, jump off, get it. If you're really not sure if you really want it, don't. I mean, it's not cheap. Again, that's subjective. However, for a double LP set, you're talking. I think the retail is 80 on this. So, do what you feel comfortable with. That's the best advice I can give. All right, but I appreciate you watching. If you already have it and you want to let me know what you think, leave a comment. That's pretty much it. Good to yourselves, good to each other. Take care, everybody.